Saint Therese. One evening, when Saint Therese was 5 years old, she was out walking with her father. Therese looked up to the stars. All at once she cried, "Look, Papa, my name is written in the sky." Her father smiled and said, "You are right. Those stars do make a T." From that evening on, Therese wanted to learn all she could about heaven. She asked her sister Pauline to help her. Pauline took care of Therese, for their mother was dead. Therese was the baby of the family, and she was a little bit spoiled. But now she begged Pauline to help her to get over being stubborn. Pauline wanted to show her little sister why some souls are happier in heaven than others. She filled a cup and a thimble to the brim. Then she said to Therese, "Look here. The cup is full and the thimble is full. But the cup holds much more. So it is with the happiness of souls in heaven. If you make more room in your soul for God, your happiness in heaven will be greater." This was a lesson easy to learn. Therese began to give up little things for the love of God. By the time she was 9, Therese had become very gentle and good. Now Pauline felt that her own wish could come true, and so she entered a convent. In the year that followed, Therese was suffering from a sickness. No doctor was able to help her, but God sent Our Lady to cure the little girl. While she was sick, Therese learned a big secret. She wrote it down for us. We show our love for God when we are patient in suffering. By this suffering, we make good for the sins of others. Therese heard about a prisoner who refused to be sorry for his crime. Therese did penance and prayed. She asked God for a sign that the soul of the sinner would be saved. Then Therese learned that the man had asked for a crucifix and kissed it 3 times at the very last moment of his life. Therese was very happy to learn that her prayers were answered. One Christmas Eve, a few days before her 14th birthday, God gave Therese the most wonderful gift anyone ever got. The girl's room was all at once filled with heavenly light. In the midst of it, she saw the sweet face of the child Jesus. Soon after, Therese told her father that God wanted her to become a Carmelite nun. Everyone said she was too young, but her father took her to Rome to see the Pope. Therese was told not to speak to the Pope, but she did not think it wrong to talk to His Holiness, the Pope, about something that is for God's glory. So Therese said, "Holy Father, I have a great favor to ask. Will you allow me to enter the convent when I am 15? Holy Father, please say yes." Pope Leo XIII was taken by surprise. He said, "You shall enter Carmel if it is God's will." And it was God's will. The following year, Therese entered the convent to live entirely for God. She remembered her wonderful Christmas gift from God and took the name of Sister Therese of the Child Jesus. Therese wanted to be a martyr like St. Agnes was. If Therese could not give her blood, she would give all her love. She would bear with patience all suffering for the love of Jesus. Therese kept her promise. For several years, she suffered the greatest pains. Therese lived only 9 years in the convent. In these years, she wrote the story of her life. Saint Therese wants everyone to know about her little ways of following God. Here are some of her sayings. It is so consoling to call God our Father. We are too small to do great things for God, so we should do many little things for Him with great love. We must be childlike before we can become Christ-like. After my death, I will send a shower of roses. Her last words were, "My God, I love you." Therese died in 1897 at the age of 24. The church named her a saint in 1925. 2 years later, Pope Pius XI named her a special guardian saint of the foreign missions, because Saint Therese offered her life for the work of priests and missioners.
That's the end of the story. Good job reading today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.